Welcome to the Doing It Is channel. In this lesson, we are going to persist our data in MongoDB. Currently, we are using an array to store our characters. From now on, we will be using MongoDB. So MongoDB is a document-based database. I'm not going to go much into detail about MongoDB. I think there are plenty of tutorials to do that. The first thing you need to do is install MongoDB. I am on macOS and I used Brew to install in my machine. I have already done so please go ahead and do that. There's another thing that you need to install, which is Compass, which is a GUI to communicate with MongoDB. I have that installed as well. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get started by installing Mongoose, which is an elegant MongoDB object modeling for Node.js. So we are in Apollo server or we are in the Node.js environment, so we can use Mongoose to communicate with MongoDB. It's an amazing package. I think if you're in the Node.js environment and if you are using MongoDB, I think Mongoose is the right choice. So let's start by installing Mongoose. So npm install Mongoose, and at the top let's require Mongoose. Let's connect to our database. So let's copy this Mongoose connect, and this is going to be the name of the database. So I'm going to say doing it easy channel DB. All right. Okay, so what else? Let's create a Mongoose model. So Mongoose communicates with MongoDB using models. So if you look at our schema, we can see that we have to have a model called character with the following fields. So let's go create a folder called models. And within that, let's create a file called character. Oops. Let's create a file character.js. That's going to be our model. To create a model, first of course you need Mongoose. Next, we need to create a schema. Schema is how the document will look. What are the fields the document will have? So const schema, new Mongoose schema, and what are the fields that we are going to have? The character going to have? We are going to have these 4 fields. So let's put them here. Copy it from our type definition and paste it. So you have to put the comma string. Okay, and finally to create the model, character equals Mongoose model, and the first argument is going to be the name of the model and the second argument has to be the schema. Okay, our model is done. Only thing to do is export it. Cool. Now in our index.js, let's update this mutation, add character mutation to use our Mongoose model and store it in MongoDB. First we need to require our model, so const character import it. It's in models character, there we are. And finally let's use the create method. So the create method is a method that is given to us by Mongoose. You can go read the documentation, go to model, and you can see the create method. Okay, so the create method needs the payload, and we actually don't have to create an ID, a unique one. MongoDB creates it automatically for us. It also creates it as underscore ID, but it has an alias for ID. So everything works fine. We don't have to do anything. Cool. Once we create it, we just have to return it so that the Apollo client will have the returned or the stored character. Let's start our server. You will get this deprecation warning. Just use unified true here and you are good to go. So let's restart the server and let's check out by doing a mutation. Okay, I have a mutation here. Add character, name is Ricky, status alive, male, and he has image. So let's store character. All right, and let's check our compass. I have actually some records here, but let's delete our database, drop it, and see if it works. So it will actually create a MongoDB database if there isn't one. Let's drop it. So we have named our database as MongoDB, doing it is channel DB. If there is no database called that, then it will create it. And the same goes to character as well. If there is no character collection in MongoDB, it will just create it. Okay, so we don't have anything here. Let's try it again. Run this mutation again. So, okay, we get the values back. That means everything should be fine. So let's refresh here. Yeah, we have doing it is channel DB, and we have characters collection, and we have the document. Very good. Now we have two more resolvers. We have characters resolver and character resolver. Now let's use Mongoose model to return the whole set of characters. Very simple to do. We'll do character find. First argument, we are not passing anything, so empty object. Then we will get a callback. So the callback will have error and the characters. So what we are going to do is, if there is an error, I'm going to console log that error, saying error. And if there isn't any, we are going to just return the characters. So find is another method in Mongoose model. So you can check it here. Let's do a find. There you are. And find by ID is another one. So I'm going to use find by ID for the character query. So let's do character. Let's clear these things up. Let's do character model find by ID and pass in the ID. Okay. Same as the find method, this will give us a callback. So we'll do error and character. We'll do the same thing here. If there's an error, return it. If not, return character. Okay, I think everything should work fine now. Let's restart our server, node index.js, and see in our playground. Let's give this a refresh as well. Let's see all our characters. Yes, we have one character only now. Let's insert another one and store it. Yeah, and then let's get all the characters. Yes, and let's try to get character query as well. Let's do get character. Oops, there's a failure over there. Do I have the right ID? Yes. get character. Okay, we are not returning that, so there is an error here. So actually we don't want these brackets. Yeah, and this. So when we have in a arrow function, when we don't have curly brackets, then it automatically returns. So doing this, so example, so if you have const test function and we do this, is the same thing as doing this, return that. So it's the same thing. So I think it's a little cleaner to have it this way. So we have character and we return it. Okay, so let's check it out. Restart server, finally give it this a refresh and get character. There you are. Now let's see if everything is working fine in our application. We don't have ID 1 now, so we have to stop the redirect. So let's stop the redirect. Let's actually remove the redirect. Let's try to go to 3000. Okay, it says images are undefined. That's because it's trying to find one, but let's go to localhost 3000 and slash this ID. There you are, and that is working. So we can go to Ricky and we can go to Utpala. Those are the two characters that we created and that are in our MongoDB. So that's a bit of a long lesson, but you learned a lot. You learned about MongoDB, about Mongoose, and how to use Mongoose models to return our data in our Apollo server. Okay, so that covers this lesson. Please stay tuned for the next one. Do give it a like, give it a share, and please do subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.